Hello guys. Today's topic is, what is the most powerful bending in Avatar is? Before we begin, subscribe to our channel. We publish new contents every day. The Lastairbender and the Legend of Korra have some pretty incredible bending techniques, but only one is truly the most powerful. Avatar, The Lastairbender and the Legend of Korra have featured several bending techniques beyond the core 4 bending powers, which begs the question, what is the strongest bending technique? There's a number of especially impressive powers, each with a case to made, but ultimately, one in particular rises above the rest. Of course, every one of Avatar's bending powers is distinct, so a few honorable mentions are in order. Aang's rarely used energy bending ability is obviously an immense power, but since he is the only person to ever use it, and also since it requires an extended moment of uninterrupted focus, its applications outside of bad guy punishment are largely unknown. The healing ability of some waterbenders is an often overlooked skill, but nonetheless one worth mentioning. Canonically, only a select few waterbenders possess this ability, and when combined with water from the North Pole Spirit Oasis, Katara is even able to bring Aang back from the dead. And of course, the power of flight, possessed by only 2 known airbenders throughout all of history, is incredibly rare, but in practice it isn't much stronger than the abilities of ordinary airbenders with proper gliders. It would also be foolish to count off strong bending techniques without also mentioning Toph's seismic sense. None of these, however, can quite compete with the true most powerful bending ability, blood bending. The terrifying talent introduced in Avatar, The Lastairbender Season 3 is one of the rarest abilities among any of the 4 elements, and it's the strongest of all for a few reasons. First, the technique is incredibly rare, only 5 characters in all 7 seasons of Avatar: Hama, Katara, Yakone, Tarlok, and Amon. While healing, lightning, and metal bending are all incredibly powerful skills, they're widely known and used by the time Korra starts, and even earlier in the case of healing. Blood bending is also more difficult to fight than these techniques. While Azula, Iroh, Ozai and Mako all show impressive displays of strength with lightning, it never appears all that much more powerful than their natural firebending. It's certainly more lethal, but the redirection technique weakens it further. Metal bending and lava bending likewise are powerful combat techniques, but their advantage is more situational, and even the masters of each bending discipline seem just as strong when resorting to regular earth bending techniques. Blood bending, however, is nearly impossible to fight. Katara resists Hama only by knowing the move herself. Aang only breaks Yakone's grip by entering the Avatar state, and for all of Korra's strength, she's only able to break free from Amon's bloodbending long enough to land a single punch. In fact, she never truly beats either Tarlok or Amon head-to-head. Tarlok beats her handily, and Amon only runs because she reveals him to be a fraud. The only 2 bloodbenders who are ever actually defeated in either show are Hama, an old woman who is only beaten by another stronger bloodbender, and Yakone, who is brought down by an avatar at the absolute peak of his powers, that's Sozin's comet-level strength.